Hi everyone, I'm Priyanka and you welcome to my channel The Terrace Kitchen. We know that it's best to avoid non-stick utensils for daily cooking as much as possible, but this comes at the cost of tough stains, hard to remove grease and grime from steel and similar utensils. Don't worry, in today's video, along with the recipe, I'll show you how you can easily and effortlessly clean your utensils using Expert Dishwash Bar. Let's get started. We'll first see the recipe of chole followed by the recipe of bhature. So here I've got 1 cup chole which I had soaked overnight. So 1 cup chickpeas before soaking. You need to add enough water and soak these for 10 to 12 hours. For this recipe we need some tea. So we need tea without milk. So for that bring 3/4 cup water to a boil. Then add 2 teaspoon tea leaves. Boil this mixture for 3 to 4 minutes. And take it off. Now to a pressure cooker add the soaked chickpeas. What I had done, I had washed the chickpeas before soaking them so that I can use the same water. Strain the chai and make sure you use a spoon and press the tea leaves like this. Here I've got 1 teaspoon anardana powder. In case you do not have it, you can add dry mango powder, which is amchur powder. Then add salt as per taste. 1/4 teaspoon baking soda, also called as meetha soda or khane wala soda. The soda reacts with the chai as well as the anardana powder because it's tangy, and that gives very nice color to the chole and also helps them cook faster and also adds amazing taste. So cook the chole for 5 to 6 whistles. And once done, take the cooker off your stove or induction and let the pressure release. Once the pressure is released, open the lid. The chickpeas are done, the chole are done. They look amazing and are really well cooked. For the tadka, heat 4 tablespoon oil and then add 1 teaspoon cumin, bay leaves, black cardamom, cinnamon, green cardamom, cloves. Keep the flame between low to medium, just saute for 3 to 4 seconds. Now add 2 tablespoons ginger garlic paste and keeping the flame between low to medium, saute this till you see that ginger garlic has cooked really well and the raw smell is gone. Then add 1/4 teaspoon hing. Now increase the flame and add onion paste. So this is the paste which I have made from 1 medium sized onion. Now keeping the flame between medium to high, you need to continuously stir and mix till you see the onion paste becomes brown in color. And also you would see it releasing oil from the sides. Then you need to add haldi or turmeric powder, again saute for 10 to 15 seconds. Then add tomato puree made from 1 medium sized tomato. Give this a mix. Keep stirring. Now add a little salt because we have already added salt in the chole. 2 teaspoon red chili powder. You can increase or decrease the amount of red chili powder as per your taste and the type of red chili powder you use. This masala is done. It has left the sides of the kadhai. It's time to add the cooked chole because I had not added a lot of water while cooking the chole. That is the reason I'm able to add everything, so nothing would be wasted. Now give this a good mix and you need to again cook it for 5 to 7 minutes. That's it. To enhance the taste, add half to 1 teaspoon chole masala, ready-made one, 1 tablespoon kasuri methi, you can add a little more anardana powder at this stage if you like it, like me. Make sure you keep the consistency of the chole gravy little watery than what you want because as the gravy sets, it thickens more. It's time for the final tempering. So for that, take a karchi. Iron karchi is preferable. Then add 2 to 3 teaspoon oil. Let it heat. Then add some sliced green chili. You can also add sliced garlic in this tadka and it tastes amazing. And while serving, you can add fresh ginger, juliennes of ginger, that is thin strips of ginger. And this is ready. So this is my kadhai after transferring the chole to another bowl. Look at this. And here this is Expert Dishwash Bars ₹40 pack which comes with 3 bars, 1 stainless steel scrub and 2 scrub pads. Expert Dishwash Bar contains double action formula that breaks up the stain and loosens them. It easily removes tough Indian cooking stains like burnt spices and turmeric stuff yellow stains. Expert Dishwash Bar soaks 50% less than any green bar in the market and gives you superior cleaning experience for an entire month. I feel Expert Bar is a better alternative to green bar as it really cleans tough Indian cooking stains. To make bhature, we need 2 cups all-purpose flour or maida. To this add 3 tablespoons semolina or suji. It must be fine, the barik one. Add a pinch of salt, 1 teaspoon powdered sugar, little less than 1/4 teaspoon baking soda and 1/4 teaspoon baking powder. Excessive baking powder and soda will make your bhature oily. Now add 2 tablespoon curd, 1 tablespoon oil, and give everything a good mix. Then gradually add water and make a soft dough. Knead the dough well for 2 to 3 minutes. So after mixing everything, gradually add water and knead for 2 to 3 minutes. And you would notice that the dough would come together like this. Then apply some oil, cover it and let it sit for 2 to 3 hours. After that, you need to again knead this dough for another minute. Apply some oil to your hand and take out portions like this. This is done in order to avoid any cracks or any joints in the dough ball. Because if this portion of the dough is not seamless, your bhature would not puff up. Apply oil, do not apply any dry maida because it would burn and settle in the oil. Roll this dough evenly, keeping a uniform thickness all over. Make sure your oil is really hot before you drop in the bhatura, and using a jhara, you need to press it and you would notice that it would puff up really well. You can use the same jhara or similar one with which you can splash some oil on the other side of the bhatura. And once you see it has become slightly golden in color, you can take it out. Similarly, make rest of them. Serve the chole bhature with some onion, lemon, fried green chili and green chili pickle or any other pickle of your choice. Now let me show you the texture of the bhatura from the inside. It's very bread-like, very soft and with a lot of spongy texture inside, very much like a bread without yeast, a fried bread, and it's not at all oily. Give this recipe a try and enjoy!